What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here with our episode of Records and Ramblings. Let's go ahead and get into these rockets. The first one I'm going to talk about, this is Avail with Satiate. Yeah, I ran across this at the local record store the other day, and I bought it basically off of nostalgia. You know, back in the 90s, these guys were the it band. I wasn't a huge fan of them. Back then I liked them, but I would still go see every single show that was in Atlanta, and they played Atlanta quite a bit. And I always thought it was super weird, for those of you that actually know Avail, I thought it was bizarre that they had that dancer. Like, I think his name was Bobo. The guy didn't play an instrument. You know, he rarely sang backup. All he would do is just dance on stage while the band was playing. It was totally bizarre. But yeah, for those of you guys that don't know Avail, they were a melodic punk band. Some people might call them a melodic hardcore band, a post-hardcore band, whatever. But yeah, listening to this album brings back such cool memories of like 90s hardcore in Atlanta, which was a total awesome time. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. Does have this nice hard insert here with lyrics. It also has some random stickers in here. I don't think these were supposed to be in there. If anybody has this record, let me know if yours came with these, because like one of them has somebody's address on the back of it. Just says SAD, S-A-D, with a Portland, Oregon address. I don't know, because this record actually came with some other randomness, so that was probably thrown in there by the previous owner. But when I bought this from the record store, the record store chick that was ringing me up, she was like, yeah, there's some kind of breakup letter or something in there, so we left it, so enjoy that. And I was like, really? Breakup letter? Cool, man. So yeah, there's this letter in here, written to Susanna. So yeah, it's not really a breakup letter, but it has things like, Dear Suzanne, it's painful for me to write this, but I know I must for Holly's sake. I want you out of that apartment today and out of Holly's life forever. I wish you only the best and hope you can get your life straightened out, but get out of Holly's life. Look, let me tell you something. Margie Bishop wasn't having it, alright? Margie Bishop was like, get the hell out! So that's kind of a nice little keepsake. I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm going to leave this inside of the record just because it's kind of funny to me. But yeah, just by some weird coincidence, Susanna, if you happen to be watching this video and you'd like your letter back, let me know and I'd be happy to send it to you. But yeah, you better be out of Holly's house, I'll tell you that. God damn it. Next record. I cannot believe it's taken me this long to show this bad boy, but this is Chambre Froide with Rouges. And I didn't do Google Translate before this video, so I'm probably still mispronouncing the hell out of this. But this was my favorite black metal album from last year. It's fast, ugly, raw, nasty. And it only being released on MP3 and I think cassette at the time was such a bummer for me because I don't do cassettes. I was so stoked when I saw that Fallen Empire was going to release it on vinyl. I think this is a criminally underrated and talked about band. Like, I think this album is up there with all of the other raw black metal greats that came out last year. I don't understand why I was the only one freaking out about this record. I'm not sure if it's because of the history or the supposed politics of the band, which would be really lame to me. Like, they don't talk about it in this band, but they were in another band called Ravensdom, which was an anarchist black metal band. And in that band, they did actually talk about politics a bit, at least from what I saw of the translated lyrics, because they're all in French. But I'm not sure if that bothers people, but I would think it'd be pretty stupid if you're totally okay with NSBM, but you're upset by anarchist black metal. Like, it doesn't make any sense, especially if it's just for the music. And I'm not shitting on people who listen to NSBM stuff because I don't care. But I'm just saying that if you claim you don't care about a band's politics when it comes to NSBM, you sound really stupid and like you have your head totally up your ass if you complain about red and anarchist black metal bands. It makes zero sense. But yeah, I mean, I would love to hear your stupid explanation for that. Like, please leave it down there so I can, I don't know, try to understand. But anyway, back to this record. It's absolutely incredible. It's so good. I cannot stop listening to it. Comes with this nice insert here. And it's on this nice white vinyl. I don't know what this was limited to or if it's even limited at all. But all I know is you guys seriously need to hear this. If you like fast, raw, gross, hateful sounding black metal, then run over to Fallen Empire and pick this up today, because seriously, it's I know I'm hyping it, but seriously, it's that good. It's really that good. Hopefully Fallen Empire does like a vinyl release of the Ravensdom stuff too, because that shit was incredible too. Whew, oh my damn. Oh my damn. Yeah, this is the last record I'm going to show you, and it is a hard hitter. Yeah, this is Lluvia with Enigma. And so far, I've only seen Canyon and I believe Wyatt that actually showed this. So I'm not sure how many other people managed to get a copy, especially other YouTube record showers. But yeah, I'm ecstatic over having a copy of this. Like, this is definitely in my top 5 records for this year. And I don't care if you think it's hype. I think that this lives up to every single drop of the hype. It's such an incredible record from start to finish. It's 3 10-inches here. Did I show that part? That's so cool. There's such an atmosphere with this record, and I know it sounds hokey, and everyone says, oh, there's atmosphere with the records, but seriously, there is just something that you feel when you put this on. You know, I mentioned with Lluvia's last record, Eternidad Solemn, I think I talked about how it clicked for me when I was in Costa Rica, and I was laying outside on a hammock while my girlfriend was napping inside of the place we were staying, and I was looking at this beautiful big forest that was right next to the building, and it was slightly misty because it rains there a lot, and next to me was their local iguana, this giant iguana that's just like chilling on the tree where my hammock is. And I was listening to this album, and all of a sudden it made so much more sense. Not this album, Eternidad Solemn. And I don't know what it was. I loved that record before, but that situation, for some reason, it truly made me fall in love with the album. And what's funny is that every time I put that album on now, I feel the same feeling. I'm taken right back to that hammock in Costa Rica, looking at this misty, rainy forest and just being completely at ease. I know it sounds so stupid, new agey, metaphysical, hippie, like I should be dangling a crystal over myself to see if there's like any sicknesses I have. No, I'm not that type of person, but seriously, that's what I feel when I listen to that album. And the thing about it is, when I listen to this one, Enigma, it's like I feel like I'm taken back there again. It's so weird. I love this just as much as Eternidad. I really hope it's not their final album, because that is the rumor. But seriously, I hope you guys were all able to get a copy of this album. If you weren't, you can hear it on YouTube, which I'm going to talk about that, because there is this little slip here that it's basically these guys saying, please don't upload this to any websites. Like, they want the only way for you to hear this is to be on this record, which I totally respect. I would never do anything like that anyway, just mainly because I don't know how. But yeah, I think that people should have respected the band's wishes. Sure, it means that a whole bunch of people wouldn't be able to hear it, but I mean, that's the kind of shit that happened back in the day. Like, not every black metal album that came out in the 90s was mass produced. So if you didn't get a copy, you simply didn't get a copy because there was no internet. So it is what it is, man. But I do think it kind of sucks that someone did go completely against their wishes. But since they've already done it, go ahead and listen to it. It's incredible. It seriously is. But yeah, mine came with seam splits on top of all 3 panels here. But guess what? I couldn't humanly care less, because I'm just stoked to actually have a copy of this. Like, this is seriously one of my favorite albums of this year. And yeah, I can't praise it enough. And yeah, I guess that's it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you. Please, please, please don't die. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright?